Today we're going to go over the best way to install wire into the Q-Loc wire connector. First, what we're going to do is we're going to strip our wires roughly about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch in length, and then we're going to fan them out. Just take a couple extra seconds each wire, and we'll just fan them out like this instead of just quickly twisting them together. Then we'll take each one of our wires, we'll lay them on top of each other, just like this. It's a little bit easier when the wires are actually at full length. However, we'll just stack them on top of each other like you see there. Okay. There we go. Maybe even interweave them a little bit. And then we're going to grab hold of them and we're going to just twist all those strands together. So basically what we're doing is we're just interweaving the wires and we're allowing more copper on copper connection onto it. If you think that, it's a little bit too long for you, whatever it is, you can always come by, trim off the end a little bit like that, retwist it up. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a wire connector, one of the Q-Loc wire connectors, and we're gonna back up, turn counterclockwise the top locking bolt. That way we get a nice clean opening through the top of the connector. Now this one is a demo model, so it doesn't have any of our waterproof silicone grease inside of it because I don't like making a big mess like that, but all of them come with waterproofing material. We're going to then take our wires once we open it up and we're going to push them all the way in and we're going to feel it hit to the very back there. Once we're there, we're going to twist the wire bolt back down all the way, nice and snug, only hand tight, and then we'll give it just a little bit more once we get there. Now what that's doing is that bolt is now pushing down on top of the wire, and there's teeth here on the bottom that are also grabbing the bottom wires at the same time, okay? And that allows it so it doesn't slip out, anything like that. Now, what is important to remember is that the wire goes all the way in. We don't try and grab just the copper like you see there. So I'll show you with this other one that we have a cutaway that we use, has a hole in the side of it there. Again, it's a demo model, so it doesn't have any waterproof material in it. So we're just gonna take our wires once it's opened up and we're gonna push it all the way to the back. And you'll see there that the wire is all the way to the back of the connector. This area is gonna be encapsulated with the silicone gel, so the wire will be covered in it. And then we're going to just twist it back down. So what it also does when we twist this down, locks it into place, but it also moves the tension point away from that copper and moves it to the outside of the connector. So as I grab things and move them around, the copper wire inside there doesn't move at all, okay? So it won't come apart. But sometimes what happens is people don't put it all the way in, and they just go ahead and they just put it in about that far like that, and then they twist it down like I'm doing here. And then as they twist it down, they're only grabbing the copper. And then that winds up kind of fraying it apart, doesn't allow it to get into the waterproofing material, flattens it out. Sometimes it'll spread them apart, everything like that. So make a point to make sure it's all the way to the back of the connector.